Joining us now to break this down is conservative commentator Chandler Crump and Gen Z political commentator Kellyanna Brooking. Welcome to you guys both. Chandler, I'll start off with you. What's your reaction to hearing something like that? So liberals, they're unhappy. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. But I'm also surprised because a lot of teenagers, they're not really into politics.
No, I'd say respectfully on that one, there's a lot of divergence when it comes to teens being politically active. I think right now it's way easier to be involved and active in politics than it ever has been before because of the internet and social media, which is why I say it comes as absolutely no surprise that those that identify more on the left side of things are absolutely depressed, because that is how the liberal leftist mindset utilizes and captures people. It makes them angry, it makes them sad, it makes them hopeless. Thus, they want to have this radical change like socialism or destroying the education system by pushing this trans LGBT ideology onto everybody and everything, not to mention a good amount of them identify in that way. It should come as no surprise that even through working through and trying to achieve their ideology, they still become so very depressed and sad because that's the only way they can even identify with that ideology.
Interesting. Kellyanna, you yourself are a conservative person, yet you live in an area, as I recall, Washington State, which tends to be quite liberal. Here's the thing that Chandler was kind of observing. If it's the case that liberals, kids, and I didn't even know what I was when I was younger, if they are unhappy, I think there's a victim mentality that goes along with some of this liberal ideology that, oh, the world's being unfair. I don't teach my kids that way. I teach them to work hard, take opportunities, put in the work. What are your observations?
Yeah, I 100% agree. And I think that the only thing surprising about this study is that such a liberal university like Columbia would release something that goes in conservatives' favors and is actually the fact. That's what really surprised me. And yes, I 100% agree. As you said, conservatives are brought up and raised to have an amazing mindset and to have a work ethic and to, if you want something, put the work in for it, and are just generally happier. And liberals, they can find in pronouns and all of these other things that don't really mean anything. So it's no surprise that these statistics are showing the facts now.
Chandler, now we got about a minute left, so I'll toss it over to you. And also, liberals are also taught that there's something inherently wrong with the United States, right?
With everything.
There's something wrong with everything, and then if you
I didn't like the way you looked at me just then,
I'm a victim.
Yeah.
It's because I'm a woman. That's why you said that. So, Chandler, do you think that's part of it, too? Like Bob was saying, like Kellyanna was saying, that it's also the schools and maybe it's also the parents and how the kids are just brought up in general?
Yeah, it's the way we're currently pushing culture. We're pushing these pronouns. We're pushing, the idea that if you go to school, you're going to be shot up and killed. A lot of people are just generally scared because of the way social media and things have pushed our culture forward, and our reactions to these terrible tragedies, like, being confused about your gender or even being scared of being shot in a school, aren't to ensure people that they're safe or do actual things to make things safer, but is instead to complain and try to uproot the entire nation. I mean, look at Greta Thunberg and David Hogg. Greta isn't even an American citizen, but it seems like all she ever can complain about is America. And David Hogg has spent the last 5 years, instead of going to therapy and recovering, instead is externalizing and trying to destroy the country.
Yeah, Kellyanna, we'll end it with you. And by the way, everybody has moods. Everybody goes through ups and downs, has trials and tribulations. We understand that, and that's regardless of your politics. But Kellyanna, what do you think is the best thing to do to deal with life from your perspective as a conservative person?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think just not really taking anybody else's opinion into account, because as a conservative myself, and I'm sure everyone on this panel has experienced horrible things said from the left. I experience that every day, especially on Twitter. Twitter's a crazy place. And I think just finding that value within yourself, sometimes that's religion, sometimes that's manifesting. It can really mean anything. But just finding your joy from yourself and not really letting anybody else's opinion come into account, and really be thankful for where you are. A perfect example of this is being thankful for our amazing country. The liberals do the exact opposite of that, and that's why they're always depressed and try to confine in things that have no real value.
Kellyanna, how old are you?
I was thinking
I'm 15.
You're 15.
And Chandler, how old are you?
I just turned 18.
Good grief.
You guys, you're incredible.
Yeah, you are.
I would be so proud if either one of you was my
Absolutely.
kid. It's so
Thank
incredible
you.
kids. You guys are amazing.
We appreciate your insight. And again, anybody watching, we understand everybody has ups and downs, goes through tough times, and we don't wish the tough times on anybody. Just the ability to deal with them. A lot of people. Thank you so much. My girls, they're 19 in college. I try to teach them to deal with the tough times. I mean, we also have faith that means something to us.
Absolutely, faith.
That
and
helps.
family.